Okay, guys, I thought it was about time for another update. I'm going to make this one kind of quick, even though there's a lot of ground to cover. Look at that in the background. It's a wild panda. A wild panda appears. Yeah. Um, so, this week has been a week of pain and suffering. It's been terrible. Like around Sunday, I started having really severe pain in my hip, and it just got worse and worse. It was such that I couldn't get out of bed, and I couldn't get out of a chair without a ton of help. And then it was getting even worse than that. So, um, we ended up calling the Cancer Care Alliance back to see what on earth we could do. And they were afraid. They before they went further, they wanted to rule out a fractured hip. So they sent me in for an X-ray. Now, my experience so far has been whenever they want to rule out anything, it actually means we think this is a thing. So we're going to confirm it. They just don't want to scare you. So that was today, after how many days of crying and screaming and not being able to get out, being trapped in a chair, not being able to get comfortable in bed or roll over in bed. It's been terrible. I've documented it all on Facebook. So if you see me on Facebook, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can see the whole dirty story of it there. So we went to the emergency room, not the emergency room. We actually contacted my regular doctor, Herdman, and he referred us to X-ray. We went in. We're like, yeah, it's going to end up being a fractured hip because, yeah, why not a fractured hip on top of everything else? Another 6 weeks out of work. That's great. And what we were hoping is that the pain was a side effect from the treatment, which is listed in the documentation. It says joint muscle pain, severe joint muscle pain and fatigue are possible side effects. And I haven't felt any of that other stuff, so I was like, this is what it's going to be. This is going to be the my life. So I had mixed feelings about the hip fracture thing. Well, anyway, the X-rays came back. No cancer in my hip. No hip fracture. Thank God. Oh my God. I almost started crying because it was like the first good news we got with all this thing. It feels like the win we needed, to keep our spirits up. But the radiologists did list that there was arthritis in that hip. I don't remember the word they used, but the form of arthritis in that hip, and that's probably what was causing it. And the doctor asked about ibuprofen. Now, the common wisdom we'd heard is that ibuprofen, when your kidneys are involved in cancer, is a bad idea. Nobody has said not to use it though, so we're going to figure out if I can treat this with ibuprofen. It should respond to ibuprofen. In the meantime, he gave me an injection of an anti-inflammatory, and god damn it, if 30 minutes later I was walking like a normal person, when before it took 3 people to get me into a car. And the idea of getting into the pickup truck was a pipe dream. It was never going to happen. So, yeah, the things are looking up. I feel better. And if the only side effect I get, every 3rd week is a little bit of, muscle soreness, I'll take it. Other than that, and if that's resolved, the next thing is to figure out what going back to work looks like, because I might be able to go back to work, because right now I feel okay. Eyes are back. My eyes are back. I can see things. That eye's fine. Look at that. That eye is fine. I can see things. I can see comic books. I can see the TV. I can see the things on the wall. I can see everything. I've been looking at things all day and going, oh my God, I can see again. No more goddamn eye patches and pirate jokes at work. Holy cow. It's going to be so nice. I'm still a little fuzzy on a computer screen. I still need to take some breaks from that. So obviously there's still some, healing to be done, but I think I'm going to end up being able to go back to work. Now, this is only the first course of treatment. So the discussions about going back to work kind of start next week. So I may have to ask for a little extra time off based on the cancer treatments. But, small price to pay. They don't want me back to work till I'm absolutely 100% and ready to go back and be a superhero. And I agree with that, man. I want to be my best. I have not shown them my best yet, and I really want to. Yeah, oh, you guys didn't see. Look at my scar there. See that? My hair is all wet. I'm sorry, I just got out of the shower. Don't I look like the Hound? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'll eat every chicken in the place. It's pretty awesome, right? Yeah. The Hound. The Hound. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything more to say tonight. But, I've got some rants about MRI machines. I might put some of those up because I've had some bad experiences with that shit this week. What are you going to do? Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I hope these are still interesting, but I appreciate y'all following along. Yeah, I hope y'all have a good night and you're all, well. The healing energy and the prayers and everything that all the blessings in spirit that I've been given by everybody in my life come from a diverse and expansive array of, sources. And I feel like it's paying off. And I can't say how appreciative I am for all of you guys praying so hard. I don't know if this is the kind of... I wish there was something I could do to repay you in kind, but the blessing is so strong. I'll spend the rest of my life, trying to express my gratitude. So, I've been at the bottom of the mood chain this week, if that's a thing. I don't know. That's a weird word. My mood has been rock bottom this week. I've been about as low as I think I've ever been. But today, after fixing my hip, I've got a heart full of love for everybody in my life, including you, whoever's watching. So I want to thank you all, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.